Well, it's been quite a year for Christopher Ward. Lots of releases in 2024, and I'm sure there are plenty of new releases planned for 2025. They came out with a Moonphase this year, which blew a lot of people away. The C1 Moonphase with a full Aventurine dial and a photorealistic moon made out of solid lume. Today, they introduce a 37mm version of this watch, and it brings it down to a size that is more wearable for smaller wrists. This is an extremely elegant watch from the brand. When compared to its larger cousin, this watch really stands out for a number of reasons, and I'm going to go through those reasons during the video. So without further ado, let's flip the camera and take a look at the new 37mm version of the new C1 Moonphase Aventurine from Christopher Ward. So it wasn't that long ago when Christopher Ward came out with the 41mm version of this watch. Now we are getting it in 37mm. They do this with a lot of their watches. They give you a slightly larger version first, and then they'll come out with a slightly smaller version so that it fits more wrists. They do that based on feedback. I would imagine when the 41mm came out, people were asking for a smaller version. So here you go. This is very similar to that 41mm version. You're getting it on the consort bracelet. It gets on the fly micro adjust that is built into the bracelet. You're getting an Aventurine dial. The entire dial is Aventurine, including the disc that houses that moon. That moon is made with Globalite, which is basically a ceramic form of superluminova that you could mold into any shape, and they use that for indices and hands on a lot of different very expensive watches. What they've done here is molded it into a moon, so that is actually lumed. You have that Aventurine dial, which has lots of sparkles. They're all different, so each watch is not exactly like the next. You also get a box sapphire crystal. This gets a very high box sapphire crystal, and of course an automatic movement. This is powered by a Sellita SW220, and it gets a module on top, which is the in-house module to Christopher Ward, the JJ04. Now, all that means is that you're getting a very accurate Moonphase up to 128 days. So it's extremely accurate and, of course, beautiful. And of course, you're getting the light catcher case from Christopher Ward. Hands down, the best case that money can buy under $10,000. And they're using it in watches that cost under $1,000. So that tells you exactly what sort of value for money that you're getting from Christopher Ward. These are phenomenal. The bracelet's really nice on this as well. We'll talk about that in a second. So this is 37mm. I measured 37.1mm on my calipers. So it's essentially a 37mm case. You get a 12.7mm thickness. That's including that module, automatic movement, display case back, and of course that box sapphire crystal on the front. And then you have about a 44mm lug to lug. With the bracelet, because you do have male end links on this bracelet, it comes out to around 48mm. This is going to wear really well on a lot of wrists. That's on the bracelet. On the strap, obviously 44mm is the number. The bracelet is beautiful. It's their consort bracelet, double push button butterfly clasp. It's signed Christopher Ward right there. Press the buttons, open it up. And of course, you could see the movement from the back. You have a slightly boxed sapphire crystal on the back, which is really interesting. Beautiful bracelet though. You have quick release, really big tabs on there, screwed links, and then of course on the fly micro adjust, which is really easy. Just pull it out and that's it. You have that on both sides. It's super easy to use. You just have to pull and of course it just adjusts. You have these big screws in here. It's polished on the sides, and then you have the center links that are polished, and then you have one center link that goes down the middle that is brushed. Really a beautiful watch and a beautiful bracelet. On my wrist today, I have my 12X. This is a watch that has been on my wrist a lot ever since I got it. And when you're talking about the light catcher case, this is on the higher end from Christopher Ward. It's phenomenal. This is just a really good looking watch. Grade 2 titanium and grade 5 titanium mixture. So elements are grade 5, elements are in grade 2, but it's just a really great looking watch. And there it is on my 7.5-inch wrist. It definitely does not look out of place. This is a 37mm watch with just under a 13mm thickness, and you have a 44mm lug to lug, around 48mm with that bracelet. It looks really good on my wrist. The bracelet fits really nicely. It just drapes over the wrist really nice. Just a great watch in general. I love the look of this, and it looks a lot more expensive than it actually is. Speaking of price, the price on this watch is $2,325 on the strap, and then $2,485 on this bracelet. I highly recommend getting it on this bracelet. If you're in the market for something that looks really special and has an Aventurine dial with a really functional bracelet, really comfortable, but you want something in 37mm, this is just beautiful. It does get lume as well, so we'll do a very quick lume shot to show you that moon, which is lume. There is no lume on the hands. This is a dress watch. However, they did decide to make that moon in full lume, so let's check it out. There you go. You have a very photorealistic moon, and it is lumed with globalite, which is very expensive and looks really good and lasts a long time as well. So globalite is basically solid lume. It's ceramic lume, so it lasts a very long time. This looks great. The dial looks amazing. I think this is just a winner. And when they came out with that 41mm version, I was really enamored by that watch as well. This just looks phenomenal. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. I think the moon looks larger on this watch. I'm not sure if they're using the exact same size moon. So if you want more moon, definitely go with the 37mm because it looks a little bit smaller on the 41mm, and it's not small on the 41mm. It just looks much bigger on this watch, maybe because it is a smaller watch. So it looks like just a bigger moon. Pretty cool. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It's super helpful for the channel, and I very much appreciate it. I'll add a link to this watch down in the description. If you are interested, definitely check out that link. That's really it, guys. Thank you for logging on. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for joining me today. I will catch you guys in the next video.